This was hands down the craziest science experiment in human history. Top scientists from 7 countries had gathered aboard the Shepard space station to tackle an impossible mission, using particle collision to find the legendary God particle. If we succeeded, humanity would have access to unlimited energy. Just moments before launch, an urgent transmission came through from Earth. A sci-fi writer issued a dire warning. This collision could tear open the boundaries between parallel universes, trigger dimensional collisions, or even unleash unknown horrors. But we brushed it off. The countdown continued. After calibrating the precision gyroscope, the captain gave the order to fire it up. The massive accelerator roared to life, with a deafening rumble as violent energy collided within it, shaking the entire station. Tam, monitoring the data, shouted with excitement. We'd made a historic breakthrough. But before the cheering stopped, the accelerator suddenly shut down. Alarms blared. The system showed a critical energy overload. Then an explosion ripped through the station, shattering every observation window. Volkov struggled to his feet and was about to ask what happened when we were all flung to the ceiling like magnets. Seconds later, gravity kicked back in and we crashed to the floor. Communications were completely dead. Worse, oxygen levels were dropping fast. That's when I made a terrifying discovery. Earth was gone. One crew member rushed to the window. Nothing but empty blackness. Panic spread. Someone tried to explain it as a positioning error, but our priority was fixing the station, otherwise we'd run out of oxygen in 2 hours. Then, while checking the core systems, we made a horrifying discovery. The main gyroscope had vanished, as if it never existed. Before we could process this, a blood-curdling scream pierced the air. We followed the sound and traced it to inside the wall. We tore open the metal panel and found a nightmare, a blonde woman covered in blood, impaled by cables. As we hesitated, she called out my name. We cut the cables and freed her, but a critical question emerged. There were only 7 of us on this station. Where did she come from? Volkov started rubbing his eyes, growing more and more uncomfortable, muttering to his reflection. Then suddenly, he bolted for the armory, grabbed a gun, stormed into the maintenance bay, and aimed at a crew member. A split second before pulling the trigger, he collapsed. We carried him to the medbay, where something even more horrifying happened. Dozens of worms came pouring out of his mouth, writhing across the cabin. Everyone panicked and stomped around. The floor was covered in crushed worms and slime. When the blonde woman woke up, I immediately started questioning her. She said her name was Jensen and claimed to be the station's engineer. She knew everyone's name except Tam. I pushed back, insisting Tam was our engineer. Then Jensen dropped a bombshell. She accused Tam's boyfriend, Michael, of being a spy who had sabotaged the accelerator. The captain searched Michael's communication logs and found encrypted intel confirming he'd tried to stop the experiment. Despite Michael's protests, the seed of doubt was planted. Just then, bad news came from the maintenance bay. Mundy, our mechanic, had noticed something wrong with a wall panel. When he reached out to touch it, his entire arm got sucked into the wall.